You were an Italian citizen, and you lost your Italian citizenship when you acquired US or Canadian nationality. Before 1992, this happened automatically, without any choice. Law 74/2025 opened a time-limited window to get it back, but it closes on December 31st, 2027. Let us explain first how Italian citizenship was lost for so many people. Before August 16, 1992, the date law 91/1992 entered into force. Italian law did not permit dual citizenship. This meant that every Italian citizen who voluntarily acquired a foreign nationality, for example by naturalizing as an American or Canadian, automatically lost their Italian citizenship. This loss was often unavoidable. Many Italian immigrants were forced to choose, remain Italian or become American. At that time, there was no third option. Since 1992, Italy has recognized dual citizenship. But for those who had already lost their Italian citizenship before that date, the issue remained unresolved until now. Law 74/2025, the same law that restricted Italian citizenship by descent, also did something else that very few people know about. It opened a time-limited window for the reacquisition of Italian citizenship. From July 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2027, former Italian citizens who lost their Italian citizenship before August 16, 1992, can reacquire it by filing a simple declaration at the competent Italian consulate, with no requirement to relocate to Italy. This is a significant change in the law. Before this window, reacquisition of Italian citizenship required a mandatory period of residence in Italy, something that was practically impossible for most people living in the United States or Canada. That requirement is entirely eliminated for those who make use of the window before December 31st, 2027. Who exactly can use this window? To qualify for reacquisition of Italian citizenship through this process, 3 conditions must all be true simultaneously. First, you were born in Italy, or you resided in Italy for at least 2 consecutive years before the loss of your citizenship. Second, you lost your Italian citizenship before August 16, 1992. Third, the loss occurred in one of the following ways: voluntary acquisition of a foreign nationality, renunciation of Italian citizenship following the involuntary acquisition of a foreign nationality, or loss of citizenship as a minor because a parent naturalized abroad. A practical example: Maria was born in Italy in 1950, emigrated to Canada, and acquired Canadian citizenship in 1980, automatically losing her Italian citizenship in the process. She qualifies to file a reacquisition declaration before December 31st, 2027. There's a critical point that many families do not know, and it concerns your children. Following the 2025 changes, reacquisition of Italian citizenship is no longer automatically transmitted to your minor children. For a child to acquire Italian citizenship through this process, they must already be residing in Italy for at least 2 consecutive years at the time of the parent's reacquisition. Also important, a person who reacquires Italian citizenship is not treated legally as a citizen by birth, which affects certain transmission rights. These details require an individualized legal assessment for every family situation. If you do not meet the requirements for the 2025 to 2027 window, the permanent reacquisition route under Article 13 of Law 91/1992 remains available with no deadline. However, this permanent route requires 2 steps. First, filing a formal declaration of intent at the competent Italian consulate. Second, actually relocating to Italy and establishing legal residency within 12 months of that declaration. This means that if you are already planning to move to Italy in the future, the permanent route remains available at any time. But if you want to reacquire Italian citizenship without having to relocate, the window closing on December 31st, 2027 is your only opportunity. Let us look at how the process works in practice. The declaration is submitted by appointment at the Italian consulate with jurisdiction over your place of residence. The fee is €250. The required documents include Italian birth certificate with apostille, proof of loss of Italian citizenship, naturalization records from NARA or USCIS, and a historical Italian citizenship certificate from the municipality of your last Italian residence. Every foreign document must be accompanied by an apostille and a certified Italian translation. An important warning: annual application caps per consulate are already in effect today. If you wait until 2027, there is a real risk of being unable to secure an appointment before the deadline. Our firm handles the entire process, from eligibility assessment through document collection and submission of the declaration. Reacquisition appears straightforward, but every case has its own particularities. Which specific provision applies, what happens with your children, and which documents are required? All of these questions require an individualized legal assessment before taking any action. If you were an Italian citizen and lost your Italian citizenship before 1992, this window is your opportunity to get it back without having to relocate to Italy. Request a free assessment of your case. We will review whether you meet the requirements and tell you exactly what you need to get started. Click the link in the description, complete the case assessment form, or contact our law firm by email or phone. Email info@italiandualcitizenshiplaw.com. Call 33227-75023. Our law firm can review your situation and get back to you within 24 hours.